How's it going, folks? Welcome to the IndieGoGo campaign for the Poetic Matrix Press Summer 2013 season of poetry. Got a couple goals for this campaign. First, we're going to publish some poetry. We got 3 fantastic books. More on that in a minute. Secondly, this is the next step for us in developing a new model for financing small press publishing. If it works for us, we're going to share it because we think it's great. Basically, we are trying to avoid the market focus and the sales focus because honestly, we don't have the capital for that. We can't afford to print a whole bunch of books, get them in stores, and wait for people to buy them. That's just not viable for the size of our press. And honestly, the big guys aren't doing so great with that either. Penguin and Random House just merged. It was billions of dollars on the line. People talk about the death of publishing. So that's not what we're trying to do. Instead, we're using a community model, a patronage model, sort of a new take on an old system whereby, it used to be some wealthy individual would find a poet they liked, pay for their livelihood, pay for their books to get published. Everything was great. We don't know anybody like that. If you do, give us their phone number or email. But in any case, we want to engage the community. So we're using IndieGoGo. We're using Facebook. We got a couple blogs going. Basically, we want to have people feel invested in the press and in these books because really, I think poetry is more for its community than most other kinds of art forms. And people care about poetry. You apparently care about poetry because you're watching this video. But people in general do. There was a survey done by Poetry Foundation in 2006. Majority of people who they talk to, even those who don't read poetry, think it's important. I think it helps them understand their world, makes them laugh. And so we want to be able to keep doing that. And so with our model, we're going to get money up front rather than waiting for sales. That way we cover all the costs of printing and design, sending out books to prizes and stuff like that, so that, we're free to continue publishing great works of poetry. And that's basic. That's the basics of our campaign. On to the specifics. We've got these 3 poets. First, we got Raphael Bloch with his book Spangling Darkness. Raphael is a fantastic poet. Lives in Sebastopol, California, north of San Francisco. It's a beautiful area. He writes wonderful poetry. It involves a lot of nature. It talks about place and community a lot. It's very delicately written. We've also got Malala by Lynn Lifshin. She's an old hand at small press publishing. We actually did her book, Katrina, in 2010 about the hurricane. Malala is about Malala Yousafzai, the girl who was shot by the Taliban for advocating for girls' education. And a portion of the proceeds of that book will be going to a foundation to support Malala's cause. We haven't decided on one yet, but that'll be coming up in the next couple weeks. Finally, we've got Landscape of Hummingbird and Woman by Joseph Milosh. Joe's a great poet. He's trained in an MFA program. We did his book, The Lost Pilgrimage Poems, back in 2005. Joe's great because he is MFA trained, but he's also got a life of experience working in construction on the highways. And it's a very interesting blend of perspectives and all just written incredibly well. So we've got selections from each of those books on this page. We've got more on our website. Check them out there. Check out our Facebook page. Here's a fun thing. If you look on the right-hand side of the page, you can see our thank you gifts. We've got some broadsides. These are original works of art produced by Patrick Fisher. He's an artist from Arizona who produced the cover for our 2007 book, The Unequivocality of a Rose by Joel Netsky. He's a great artist. These are going to be hand-printed broadsides, limited run. We're really excited about this. So basically, that's the thing. We've got these 3 poets. We've got this artist. Patrick actually did the design for our flyer and our logo on this page. Pretty cool. And we want to bring it all together. So whatever you can do, if you can help us out with $10, it'd be great. If you can do $50 to $100, it's amazing. And we appreciate it. So keep in touch. Check back in. We're going to be publishing. We're going to be uploading some audio files, some I think YouTube videos with audio of the poets reading their poetry, which is great. I know I like to listen to poetry a lot myself. And keep in touch. And thank you.